Welcome back to AP Reddit. It is me, Jason Drew, and we're actually sitting across the street from Broadway's Billy Elliot, which has won 10 Tony Awards, and sitting next to me is one of the Tonys. Right here, David Alvarez. Welcome to AP Red.
Oh, thank you.
So congratulations.
Thanks, thank you.
Now, the show, did you ever see the movie when it was out?
Well, I've seen the movie plenty of times, but I never knew there was a Broadway show in London or anything. I mean, West End show in London. And, you know, it's crazy to know that I'm here now and got a Tony and everything.
Now, you guys made, like, history when that Tony Award was given to all three of you guys, right?
Right. It was, well, we weren't really thinking about that. We just couldn't believe the fact that we were facing such great actors who've done this their whole life. And us three, we've only done this a year, and then we've already got a Tony.
Now, where did you each get to take one home?
Yeah, we each have one, and I have mine on a piano now.
Nice. Do all your friends come over and you're like, that's my Tony?
Oh, well, you know, they don't really look at it.
Now, you've got a pretty impressive resume behind you with all your dancing and everything else. You were born in Montreal.
Right.
And you speak 3 languages.
Right.
That would mean English, French, and
Spanish.
So I think throughout every other question I answer, you have to ask. You have to answer in a different language.
All right.
I'm kidding, because I won't know what the heck you're talking about. So you're 15 years old.
Right.
School has started back. How do you get schooling and stuff? Do you have a tutor? Do you go to a normal school?
Well, normally we get tutored, but I decided to do homeschool in my own house, and I just think it's easier because I have more time to do everything, and you know it's a busy schedule, so I just think it's better to do homeschool.
So you said your schedule and easier to do a lot of things. You're a Tony Award-winning actor at such a young age. What is the everyday thing that you do?
And work a lot, nonstop. I just think as soon as I wake up, I'm thinking of, I don't know, doing my piano, doing my ballet, and then doing my shows in Billy Elliot and rehearsing all day, which is pretty much what I do.
So now your day, so there's a 2 o'clock matinee.
Right.
What time do you have to be at the theater, and what does like the warm-up involve?
Well, in normal shows, you have to be at the theater in half-hour call, so 30 minutes before the show starts. But in our case, since we have so much dancing to do and singing to do, we have to warm up an hour and a half before, so we have to be there.
An hour and a half?
Yeah, we have to be there an hour and a half before, and we warm up for like an hour. Then we rest for 15 minutes, and we have just a voice coach thing for 15 minutes, and then we go on right after.
Some shows are an hour and a half long, and he has to be here an hour and a half before the show. That's a long day.
It's a long day, yeah, especially when there's a matinee and then a night show.
Solidarity, solidarity, solidarity forever. We're proud to be working class. Solidarity forever.
What, like for kids your age that are, their dream is to be you. What kind of advice do you have for them about getting ready to conquer Broadway?
Well, I think the hardest thing is to persist mostly and to just stick with what you're doing. Because it's not easy to be an actor, not at all. I mean, there's so much work you have to do, and I think the hardest thing is just to work hard and stick with it, I guess.
Out of your dancing, singing, and acting, what do you think is your forte?
I think my forte is dancing and the acting, not the singing at all.
No?
No.
There's people that would disagree with you. They would say that you're a steady all 3.
No, I just try to sing, but I can't.
I remember, I hate to admit this publicly, but I actually went to a musical theater school, and I had to take jazz and ballet and tap and all these. To me, I was so bad. I had 2 left feet, and pirouette, I took out 5 people. How do you get the concentration and the focus that you have to always have? Can't remember what it's called, but you have to find that focal point.
Right. Well, I think you just gotta not worry so much about anything and just sort of relax and let your body do everything.
Where do you find your focal point in the back? Because you can't really see past the stage because of the lights.
I think every show has this. There's a red light on the back of the mezzanine, and then you can see that red light, and that's all that's lit up. So.
Little secret for the Broadway people out there. Next time you're sitting in the mezzanine, you can turn around and be like, "Oh, look, there's that red light David told us about." What is now? Do you guys ever kind of become human while you're on stage and go, "Uh-oh, what's my line? Where am I
Well, it definitely happened, especially when you've done the show so many times, because you're just going automatic and you're just doing what your body's used to do. But when that happens, you just got to go over the whole show yourself at home and practice all the lines and just go over everything and remember how all the intentions and stuff. So then when you do the show, it's Billy, not David, you know?
But does David ever make Billy giggle?
Well, you know, there's some funny parts in the show, like when bloopers or whatever happens. But, you know, we're actors, so we have to hold it in.
It's it's hard to do.
Yeah.
So, well, what I guess of all the shows that are currently running right now, is there one that you kind of think like, wow, that'd be fun to do? Like just
I think West Side Story, and also I guess In the Heights too.
that's good.
Yeah,
I could see you in either of those.
yeah.
Hint, hint, hint. How long are you going to be in the show for, Billy Elliot?
Well, seriously, it's mostly about how much I grow. It's has nothing to do with contract or anything. I mean, it totally depends. If I grow tomorrow 6 inches, I'm out, you know?
Oh, really?
Yeah, or if I grow in 6 months 6 inches, then I'm out then. But it totally depends.
Were your parents a little, nervous about you going to Broadway and having this workload, or were they kind of totally behind you 100%?
Well, at first, we weren't really sure about doing this because it's not something I've had experience on, and it's not something I've done a lot. So at first, I didn't really want to do it. But then when I saw that Elton John was going to be with us, and I was going to work with Stephen Daldry, it was going to be amazing. So I just decided to, work for it, and then I got it.
David Alvarez, thank you so much for popping online with us here at AP Red.
All right, thank you so much.
And if you want to see David in action, Billy Elliot on Broadway is the place to see him at the Imperial Theater. And do you have a regular set schedule for your shows?
Unfortunately, it always changes around, so you'll get whoever is on,
Kirill or Trent?
or Trent, or even Tommy, the understudy.
All right. Billy Elliot is on Broadway. It's running right now. And speaking of running, you got to go over to the theater.
Yes, soon now. So.
All right. Thanks so much. Catch you next time here at AP Red.